Hi everybody, this is Sarah. Today we're going to look at the overview for 2021, the year of the metal ox for male rat natives. The Chinese New Year begins February the 11th, 2021 and runs until January 31st, 2022. During that time we'll be in the year of the metal ox, and I do have an overview video of it that goes deeper into the symbolism and the traits of the ox, and also will give you a general overview of what to expect. But this video is more aimed at just you, just the male rat, so definitely watch that one for some more insight, but this one just focuses on you. Rats are the first sign of the Chinese zodiac, and that's why we're beginning there. And I posted the dates for different types of rats up here. Overall, rats are known to be very charming, very kind, very giving, very analytical and organized. They're great team players, they're very flexible, they're very smart, and they're full of life, just like you. So in this video, we're going to break down what you can expect in 2021. And I have a timestamp below in the description box if you want to just skip to a certain part. We're going to cover your health, your wealth, your career, your love, and your travel forecast for 2021. 2020, which was the year of the rat, was really stressful for a lot of people. And it was really stressful for you too. Although due to your planning and goal setting, 2020 wasn't as horrible for you as it was for a lot of people. And you may even have felt a little bit guilty that you did make it through 2020 better than so many other people. But it was because you prepared for it and you did set clear goals and you did have a plan to begin the year. Even with all of that preparation, it was still a trying year for you and it was a bumpy ride. But now you can relax because, spoiler, the year of the ox is going to be much better for you. But before we get into it, I do need to tell you that this is my take on the astrology, and because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. That and the fact that there are thousands and thousands of rat natives out there going through different cycles in their life. So if it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. So yes, this is going to be a very upbeat year for you, especially compared to 2020. Health-wise, the rat will feel better, and especially by the second half of the year, you'll see a big improvement to your overall health and stamina. There aren't any serious issues or health threats. It's more stuff like the flu, respiratory infections, stomach aches, things like that that have to do with maybe not taking care of yourself. So it's really important in 2021 to make self-care a priority, and that includes eating healthy food, getting enough sleep and rest, and also exercising regularly. If you can do that, if you can get those areas of your life back in balance, then you will definitely see your vitality improve dramatically. And with it, you'll also see your optimism come back. 2020 was a very tough year for a lot of people. So I'm not just picking on you. I mean, yeah, a lot of people became very pessimistic and negative as the year went on. So to improve your health, you really also need to watch your stress level. And some of it, of course, is out of your control when you're working with a group of people. But how you handle the stress is within your control. So do what you can to limit the amount of stress that you're under, and then find positive ways to work through the stress. And yeah, you should be fine health-wise in 2021. The career sector looks really good. There is a strong possibility that you will be embracing change and starting a new career. So it's one of those things too, where maybe in the past 5 years or so, you've known you weren't happy where you were, but it doesn't make sense to quit a good thing. But is it really a good fit for you? And if it's not a good fit for you, then you probably need to find something else, money aside. If you have a steady job, then there's a pretty good chance for you to get promoted and finally get the recognition you deserve. Unfortunately, because rats are such good team players, they're often overlooked for promotions or bonuses because they don't stand out. It's not in your nature to draw attention to yourself like some of the other signs. You work well as a team, and you're more than happy to share the glory of a successful project with your counterparts. And because of that, like I say, you're often overlooked. But that could change in 2021 as you start to get the recognition that you're due. And you will probably be offered another job as well. And like I said, that could lead to changing careers or not. I mean, totally up to you. If you have your own business, you may not see a huge growth or a big change in revenue in 2021 because we're still trying to figure out what the new normal is. People are earning more than they did in 2020, but they're also much more cautious about how they spend their funds. In reality, you'll be doing a lot better than most people around you because we're looking at a worldwide recession. I'm recording this in July of 2020, and yeah, that's what the prediction is basically. I will put a link up here and also in the description box below to the 2020 forecast for the rat year. If you are working someplace where you're living off commission, you might want to really think about what you can do to up your commission level, or maybe take a salaried job in the meantime to just kind of cover that, because like I say, people will be making more money, but they'll be much more wary of spending it. All in all, I see you being fine. You'll probably get a promotion or a new job offer. So rat doesn't turn away from hard work. You're a very hard worker and you're very disciplined when it comes to getting projects done. And because of that, you'll be fine in the year of the ox. One thing to consider though is this is not the year to multitask or try and take on too much. You need to set clear boundaries so that you can get that rest that we just talked about and not end up stressed over deadlines that are just impossible. The ox is very steadfast and very careful in what it does. It doesn't do, multitasking. It doesn't do 10, 20 things at a time. It focuses on one project, gets it done, completes it, and then moves on to the next. And that's a lesson we probably all need to learn. So yeah, career-wise, everything looks really positive for you. So that takes us into wealth. Your financial outlook is good for this year. Your income will increase, and there will be plenty of opportunities for investments. Whether or not you decide to invest money is totally up to you. There are some good opportunities coming and some not good opportunities coming, or they don't pay as well. Let's put it that way. Nothing is a sure thing though. Doing your due diligence, doing your research, and also don't gamble away money that you can't afford to lose. Probably the investment will come back tenfold, but it's not guaranteed. So all in all, like I say, do the research, do the due diligence, and then follow your gut instinct, and you'll probably be fine. It looks like you're probably going to put a new budget into motion in 2021 because your income has changed. And maybe you'll see too that because of a relationship change that there'll be either more money coming in or less money coming in, depending on what happened at the end of 2020. With that in mind, as soon as you can, restructure your finances just to make sure the excess money coming in doesn't fall through the crack. Do you know what I mean? You're very good at sticking to a budget when you have one, but when you don't have one, yeah, it doesn't flow as well. And that's most people too. So yeah, all in all, it looks like the money is going to stay consistent and probably increase during 2021. So that takes us to your love forecast. The eclipse season from 2020 really saw secrets come forward in your relationships or even with your friendships. Things were coming out that were just blindsiding you. And because of that, you may have ended a long-term relationship and you may be single as we start the year of the ox. The one big bright shining star of 2020 was you made new contacts and you made new friends. Rat generally hides their heart. Although you can be a romantic, you don't fall in love easily. Usually because of things that happened in childhood or early teen years, maybe getting your heart broken, and you didn't forget that lesson. So you're more guarded than a lot of the other signs when it comes to romance and relationships. But on the other hand, you love love and you love being in a committed relationship. You love a big family. You love having lots of friends and lots of people around. So you may end up the end of 2020 feeling pretty lonely, or even as we go into, say, February of 2021. So if you are a single rat native, it looks like those connections that you made will lead you to meeting more people. And in 2021, you're going to be more popular with people, and especially people that you're attracted to. So there is a good possibility of you dating more and also possibly even getting into a committed relationship. There is a slight possibility of finding your soulmate, but regardless of whether or not you find your soulmate in 2021, get out there, have fun, meet people, and enjoy life. That's one of the big messages for the ox year. You can't just steadily plod along and work all the time. You have to balance it with rest and with enjoyment and happiness. And I think your love sector being lit up like this is really going to bring home that lesson. For married rat males, it looks like the worst of the problems in your relationship is over now. I mean, you agreed to split up in 2020, or you agreed to change the focus of the relationship. This is a year when, too, you may find people butting into your relationship. And by that I mean giving their opinion, telling you or your spouse what they need to be doing, or what's acceptable or what isn't. You may find that you have to tell family or friends to mind their own business, and maybe even put some distance between you and those people. What goes on in your relationship is ultimately up to you, and you have to live with it. While you can listen to advice from other people, and especially from elders, it may not actually apply to your relationship. So just remember, you're in charge. Okay, that takes us to travel. Most of the travel that you will be doing in 2021 will be short weekend trips or car trips. You're going to be spending more time with family. You're going to be going to family celebrations. You're going to get in touch with friends maybe you haven't seen in several years even. And this is kind of a renaissance for most people happening in 2021. The things that we took for granted, the lessons of that, of being able to just go for the weekend and go hang out with our friends or go see family in another state or even in another country, the lesson of not taking that for granted came full circle in 2020. So because of that, we're going to see people spending more time together with their family and with their friends, regardless of distance, in 2021. You're going to be doing more those types of adventures. It doesn't look like it's favorable for long, lavish trips. You generally feel better when you do get exercise and when you're outside. So if you can, plan that around those road trips too. I don't see any major travel to another country or posh vacation. I don't see that in 2021. The money will be there, but you're a little bit too practical to spend it just yet because the economy is in recession. But that doesn't mean you can't plan it for 2024. And I know that's a long time off, but it's not really. So all in all, it looks like this is going to be a very good year for you. I have put up the best dates. I've tried to add some more additional information in the slides too, to give you a better idea. But I would rate this year for you as a 7 out of 10. So it's going to be a really good year. I hope you enjoyed this mini reading. And if you did, please subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified of all the new videos that are about to come out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.